In your life, you're going to meet around 80,000 people. And assuming they all live a long life, out of those 80,000 people, only 10% or 8,000 of them will live a life they didn't regret. So here's how to make sure you don't end up in the 90%. First, you have to understand that in life, your biggest regrets are never what you did, but rather what you didn't do. I mean, with about 2 seconds of thinking, you could probably think of something that you wish you had done. Understand that there are things that you need to do right now, or even in the future, that you might skip out on. And not doing those things could be your biggest regrets. Let's take one of the most popular examples of regret to understand this. Imagine how stupid and annoyed your older self would feel if the only reason you couldn't act on your feelings was because of a fear of rejection. You only stand to gain when you express your feelings. If things don't turn out the way you want to, at least you'll have clarity of the situation. And if things do go well, that's self-explanatory. Most importantly, you won't be wondering what if. Oftentimes, people end up wondering what they could have truly become if they actually put their mind to something, which is probably one of the saddest things you could hear. And you have probably been lazily spending your time on your phone or computer before you found this video. You know there's that one thing that you should have been doing all this time that could change your life, but you didn't take a minute to pause and go do that thing. And then the minutes turn into hours, and then days, and then weeks, and before you know it, you have lost the opportunity to ever change your life around, and instead, you have spent all that time daydreaming of what that work could do for you instead of actually just doing it. Sometimes the only reason some people are not happy is because of their thoughts. Thoughts like, I wish I had this, or I wish I did this, or even something like, I can only be happy once I achieve this thing, are super detrimental to our overall happiness, and could be a great regret. It's probably better to just be grateful for what we have, while still pursuing more. The reality is, living a life that you don't regret takes work. Living a life like the 8,000 takes work. But the pain of that work is far below the pain that you'll ever feel from living a life that you actually regret. From living a life like the 90%. So remove the daydreaming, remove the fear, remove your own limitations on happiness, and live life in a way that you won't regret.